हम मिल रहे हैं दीपक बरकाकाती से। ये असमिया के बहुत अच्छे लेखक हैं। दीपक जी, आपने कितनी पुस्तकें लिखी हैं? अपने बारे में आप दर्शकों को बताएँ।
या आई एम दीपक कुमार वाकाकटी। हम हमारा हिंदी तो टूटी फूटी है, इसीलिए हम आई स्विच ओवर टू इंग्लिश, प्लीज डोंट माइंड। आई हैव रिटन अबाउट 15 बुक्स, मोस्टली fiction I used to write, and I developed this particular inspiration for writing fiction after reading short stories of Munshi Premchand. The first I can just refer to Mritak Ghosh, which has just exposed the social exploitation. And so I became aware of the society and I became critical. I have started observing the society and I have written the social narratives critically after watching it meticulously.
आपने किस तरह की पुस्तकें लिखी?
The fiction, mainly fiction, and it is on partition and migration, the plight of the people who were displaced, and they came towards the northern state of Assam and Tripura. So I just tried to depict their lives. Okay, and then one thing I'd like to say, that time frame of that particular novel, which has been translated into English as From Heli to Heli, time frame is from Noakhali massacre to Nelly massacre. Although the massacre is a very harsh word, I tried to find out the pleasure existence of humanity, so that one can see hope in the midst of that kind of distressed situation, and that perhaps is necessary to highlight the sense of humanity to the readers, so that it will just plant the seed of humanity, which will pave the way for peace, and that is the purpose of my writing.
तो सर, आपने जो किताबें लिखी, एक मिनट सर, आपने जो पुस्तकें लिखी, उन पुस्तकों में असम के बारे में क्या है?
असम के बारे में जो अगेन आई हैव टू स्विच ओवर टू इंग्लिश, क्योंकि वो जो माइग्रेंट पीपल हैं,
अच्छा, migrant people के जो, हाँ।
they are coming there, and of course as I mentioned that Mritak Ghosh made me aware of the society, and that's why I have written about the social life of Assam, pre-independent Assam, which was in transition. My protagonist, one protagonist, Lakshmi Kant.
Okay.
Actually, since he was not having a son, he was forced by his father and mother, even the society, to go for a second marriage so that he can have a son from the. But he refused to do that, and he struggled against this social pressure, and he also participated in the Quit India movement.
Okay.
To get independence from the British Raj. So that is how I just depicted the society of Assam in the transitional period, in the pre-independence.
सर, बोडोलैंड के ऊपर भी कोई किताब आपने लिखी?
ना, हमने लिखा नहीं अभी तक का। हम तो सोच रहा हूँ कुछ लिखने के लिए। Actually, that is in my mind, and I have collected a lot of letters. I take a lot of time to just write a book, and perhaps you may be happy to know one thing, that I have written a book on USSR, Soviet Russia, and people think that I am writing about Russia, but it is the story of 1932, and it is about Tolstoy and Mahatma Gandhi. And because they were followers of Tolstoy, they were called Tolstoyans. And when Stalin forcefully occupied the lands for what they call it, community cultivation. I am not just in a position to remember the proper word. Forcefully, Stalin government forcefully wanted to occupy the lands, and that was objected by the peasants, and that was led by a section of Tolstoy who believe in the principles of Tolstoy, and those people they adopted Gandhian means to protect it, non-violence.
अच्छा
Exactly, it is right. So, in what you call it, after Perestroika and Glasnost, so archives are made open to the public, and one professor Kiroskov of Moscow University, he just dug out one case. That is, and case number is 53212. There, everything was written. Those victims, 9 victims who were convicted, they shouted in the court in the name of Gandhi that we are followers of Gandhi, we are following non-violence way, but the government is not non-violent. So that is how they protested. And this particular case, I think it is not known to the other people. Perhaps I don't know whether I am the first to write about that particular case. And it is in 1932. There is no except
तो सर
electronic
आपको
media.
इसके बारे इसके डाटा कहाँ से कलेक्ट किए
Collect.
डाटा
So, no, I just read in a newspaper, that Tolstoyans opposed about the forceful occupation of land. Okay, and after getting, it took almost 11 years for me to collect the data, and it took another 9 years to complete my novel because I had not been to Russia, but I had to write about Russia. So it took a long time, and that is just to show the greatness of our non-violent principle of Mahatma Gandhi. That is what was the aim.
तो सर वो तो आपको फिर मालूम चलेगा ही
Yeah.
जब आपने 11 साल इतनी मेहनत की एक डाटा जुगाड़ करने के लिए और तब आप नोवेल लिख पाए। दोस्तों आप देख रहे हैं कि सर का जो काम है बहुत बड़ा काम था और उन्होंने नॉन वायलेंट के लिए भी अपनी 11 साल अपने दे दिए। तो सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Okay, thank you
सदीनामा
very
की
much.
तरफ से मैं आपको
Yeah.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देती हूँ।
Okay.
मैं मीनाक्षी सांगानेरिया दीपक बरकाती से बात कर रही थी। धन्यवाद सर।
Okay.